Hi everyone, and welcome to part 10 of Let's Build New York Brownstones. Last time, we pretty much finished the main area of this apartment here, so in this part, I wanted to add some final touches to this area and then move on to the bedroom, and then with that, this whole apartment will be done, and hopefully we'll have some time to get a start on the next apartment upstairs. I also wanted to point out that I did finish this hall area out here. There's not really a lot to, we just got a painting with some lights on either side of it, and then another painting over here, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a hall area, so I didn't really want to add too much decoration, but as far as what I wanted to change in here, for this rug, Skychime 658 and Michaela brought up that maybe changing this to yellow or orange or another color may be a better idea because there is a lot of teal going on in this apartment with these curtains and this rug, and I really like the color of the curtains, so I more so want to change the rug. And I can't remember if there's really an orange swatch of this. I mean, we got this, but I don't know about that. We also have the red, which doesn't look too bad, but I do think orange would be a better color. And there is yellow, but then I think it's going to be too much yellow with the couch here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into rugs and sort by orange just to see what we have. Because I'm thinking we're going to have to go with another rug, although I really do like this one. So what do we have? We have this rug. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this. Yeah, so we do have this My First Pet Stuff rug, but I like the patterns of that other rug more. So I just wish that rug had an orange pattern because that would just make things so much easier. I mean, we do have that rug, but that one doesn't work quite as well. We have this one. Yeah, see, the thing is, I'm not liking these other rugs as much as I like that one. We do have this swatch of this rug, so I mean, maybe what we have to do is go back to this one and just figure out if there's another swatch of it that'll work a little bit better. I think I'm just going to go with this swatch of this rug because I wasn't liking any of the other swatches of the original rug, so I think this is kind of our best option. And something that I do think will make it look better is changing the color of this because then it's kind of too much orange going on when you have that there. So what color of this will work? I mean, we could always just go with white. Yeah, I think we'll go with white. And then another suggestion was to move the dining table out from the wall and add another chair. And Larissa and Blue Jay brought that up. So we're going to go ahead and do that because we do actually have the space for that. So I'm going to grab another one of these chairs. And then we're going to have to take this and stick it in the center of the table. And hopefully, I think when we put it back here, Sims will be able to route around that fine. They might get stuck in this area a little bit. So I think we're going to have to scoot all this down a little bit. And then I believe sizing down the dollhouse once was brought up, but I actually like the original size of it more. Yeah, it just doesn't look as good to me sized down. So we'll push that in some. Okay, so Emily, Nicole, and J.E. brought up putting a laptop on the dining room table. So we'll do that. That way we save some space in the bedroom because we're not having to worry about having a desk in there. So we'll just go with, actually, let's go with this one. Okay, and then what else do we have? Okay, so Eric brought up adding a height chart in next to the Parenthood board, which is a great idea. I always forget about those. I don't know why. I just never remember that they actually exist in this game. So I believe we have a few options for those, and I think they were in here. Never mind, they're actually over in decorations. I know everyone hates My First Pet Stuff, but this one is really cute, so we're just going to go with that. Or actually, maybe the original size of it. Yeah, we got the space here, so this is fine. And let's see what other swatches we got. Oh, that one's really cute. We got the dancing ballerina cat. Yeah, these are really adorable. I think I liked this one. And then another suggestion was Skychime 658 brought up putting a broom over here in this area. So I'm going to go and find the one that came with Laundry Day stuff. Or we could also add one of the ones from Realm of Magic, like one of the ones that the spellcaster is supposed to use, because that does always work as kind of a, not Realm, that is not what I meant to click on, you know, because that does kind of work as just a single broom. But I think for this, we're just going to go with a Laundry Day stuff one. So that is right there. And that can just kind of be tucked away over in this hallway. And I think this swatch is fine. And I believe that was it that I wanted to change out here, so we can move on to the bedroom now. I'm going to start with trying to figure out the parents' bed. And I was thinking that the one that came with cats and dogs would look really good in here. Where was that? It was the more modern one, not like the grandparent bed, or the one I always like to think of this bed as the grandparent bed. We also have this bed that came with seasons. Like, that's always a nice one. So that's an option. Yeah, this was the cats and dogs one that I was talking about. So we got either that. This one does have some really nice colorful color swatches that I do think work with the vibe I was going for with this apartment. So we got this coloring of it, which is always nice and fun. Or this one, but I do like how springy that one is. And then we have this one and this swatch. I'm kind of liking this bed more. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the seasons bed. Okay, and maybe a different swatch, although I do really like that other one. Yeah, we have this one. But yeah, I'm going to go with that one. And then for over here, we're going to grab these curtains. And we'll use something different over by the toddler bed. Because I'm thinking we can use one of those, like one of those single tile ones. Like this one right here. That's more so, yeah, I think this came with the toddler patch. So we'll have that one and try to put in a color that coordinates with what we have over here. And we could use these same curtains, but I think it would be a good idea to try to change it to something else. Like perhaps this, although maybe that's a little too much blue. Or we could also go with purple. Like it might be good to use a different color over here, but I do like the brightness of that color. I think we'll go with these because they do look a little bit better than the snot green one that we have here. Yeah, I think that's maybe a little bit too much. And oh yeah, I stuck this in here last time because I was wanting to use it somewhere in this area. So we'll have that there for now. And then I want to figure out what we're going to do for a side table. So there was the one from Seasons that kind of matches, and it's also fairly small, so that will be good for a cramped space like this. And I think this actually matches that, but let's look through the swatches and see what else we have. Yeah, I'm actually leaning towards, or we have that one that's a little bit brighter. Yeah, let's actually go with the brighter one because I think that kind of stands out from what else we have in this room a little bit better. And then while we're sticking with the Seasons theme, I'm just going to throw in this light here. And we can go with something a little bit more bright and fun for this one, like this one. Or we could even go for, I kind of like the yellow. So we'll stick with that. And then I wanted to add some books on here, like it's just a book that they're reading, and then maybe we could add a cup of water in like this, although I think this goes bad. Yeah, that's a problem. Like some of these cups go bad, but I always like adding this as kind of like, you know, sort of like it's a cup of water they're drinking as they go to, okay, never mind, we're fine. I was worried for a minute because I was saying I couldn't find the object. I didn't know what that was about. Okay, yeah, that one's being weird, so we're gonna have to delete it. Is this one fine? Yeah, because the problem is, like, I think I mentioned this before, but some of these objects, when you put them down, they just kind of get a little glitchy, and you can't really pick them back up, which is not something I want. Okay, so I think that's good there. And then let's find that book I was wanting to find. So what would this parent be into? Maybe a little bit of music, and maybe they want to learn to be handy to fix stuff. Perhaps... Where am I? I think is that a map? I feel like that's yeah, that came from City Living. That's like a map. I don't know. I mean, they live in the city, so I kind of like the idea of that. And then we can also throw in a tablet for, that is not decorations. Yeah, we could throw in a tablet for good measure. You know, like it's their, just kind of like their iPad or something they look at when they're going to bed. Oh, and so I just saw this, and that made me think that maybe having a fashion, actually, let's move that there because that kind of snaps there. And I wanted that to be something they could actually use. So we can have the book go over here. And we're going to have to float it a little bit. But yeah, I think a fashion designer apartment could be fun. So I'm thinking that's something we could do in the other building. That's going to be a bunch of apartments. Because as I discussed like way back in the beginning of this series, I think that last apartment, or that last building is going to be an actual family home. So what I was thinking was that the next building over could be apartments as well, but they could be nicer apartments. And, you know, because this one, I mean, this apartment's fairly nice, but, you know, it's not really like the newest and most modern. So then maybe the building next to this could be more renovated and could be like the nicer, more high-end apartments. That might be kind of fun to do just so we have a bit of a difference. And I know the idea of a minimalist apartment was brought up. So perhaps that one could be a minimalist apartment, or one of those could be a minimalist apartment. And then we could also have a fashion designer apartment. And I don't know what to do for one of the larger ones. And on the last part, I also saw Techie74 bring up a criminal apartment. And I believe I said something in the past about wanting to have that be like the repair person's apartment, but I'm thinking maybe having it be a criminal's apartment would be a little bit better. So yeah, those are just some ideas for the apartments in the next building. How would it look if we did this in that? No, never mind. Let's go with something more modern for this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna grab this one. And let's actually scoot this down a little bit. So we can just kind of, we can have that in there like this. I know it's blocking the window, but that's fine. We've got not much space in here, so we gotta work with what we have. And then I'm just gonna do this one without any other, without any of the decorations on it. And we can also get a plan here just to make it look a little bit more lively, like perhaps this one. And then that can be in, actually, I'm not so sure about that plan. Oh, we can have this one. Like size it down a little bit. And then that can come out a little bit more like this. Like maybe have it just kind of facing out into the room more. And then I'm going to try to turn this so that it's not intersecting with that mirror weirdly. Okay, I think that works. And I like this swatch for it. Yeah, we'll just keep it simple and go with that. And before I get to decorating this dresser here, I just want to figure out where we're going to fit in the toddler's bed. Okay, so kids, toddlers, and we can go with this. Because I do always like the car bed. And I'll go with that one. Because I feel like we don't necessarily have to have it match perfectly. Because we are kind of cramming a lot into this room. So we can add that, maybe that, or that. That one's kind of cute. I like that one. It kind of works. And I kind of like how with this room, it's like trying to make different things work in a way that looks different, but goes together at the same time. And what do we have? Oh, we have the cool airplane. Or this. I'm leaning towards the airplane. And I want to see if we could have some sort of small dresser in here for them. I know there was this one, but that's not really gonna fit into the space there. Okay, so what we could do is that can go here at the foot of this bed. And I think that works. Yeah, they should be able to route around that fine. We can go with that color. I don't really like those different blues near each other. We could use this one. But I want something a little bit brighter. Like this. This one's kind of fun. Okay, so we got that. And then over here, perhaps a bookshelf, if that'll fit. Or that can go here. Or maybe we'll just get rid of this, because I mean, we technically don't need another dresser in here. So then we'll have that in there instead, which I do think looks better. And we go with this swatch of it, but let's look at some other ones before we settle on that. I'm still leaning towards this one, so that's what we're going to go with. And we can have some kind of side table here for the toddler. Not that one. Let's just go to surfaces and see what else we have that works a little bit better. So there is this one, but I don't know about that. There's also the Parenthood one, which does have some swatches that could work for this. There is this one, which is really fun, or this one, but I think this one here kind of works with the red of the bed. So let's stick with that. And then as far as lights go, we could go with a cool lava lamp maybe. Like I was gonna go with the light that came with My First Pet stuff, but I like the idea of the lava lamp, you know, like the kid maybe thinks it's kind of cool, although I don't know if having a lava lamp around a toddler is the best idea because they might try to knock it over or drink it or something like that. I remember being kind of tempted to drink lava lamp fluid when I was a kid just because I didn't know any better. Ugh, I remember one time I stuck a battery in my mouth when I was like 5 or 6 because I guess that's what you do when you're a kid. You just stick stuff in your mouth without even thinking about like what it is. Because I remember my mom, she like came over to me and like saw me like I was sucking on something, and she's like, "What is that you have in your mouth?" And I was trying to hide it because I guess I kind of realized I shouldn't have had that in my mouth. And then she's trying to pry my mouth open to get the battery out of it. And then she made me she put a bunch of baking soda in my mouth and made me like just sit there with baking soda in my mouth for like 5 minutes or something along those lines because she wanted to be extra sure that if any battery acid got out of it that it was safe. So it's always fun remembering like stupid stuff like that you did as a kid. I think we've got enough toys up there. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the shelf and then just kind of place toys how I want so we can customize it a little bit more. I think I stuck that out in the living room. So I'm going to take another one of these and we're going to just position it over here. And then I'm thinking that right here we can add a book, like kind of like it's like their bedtime book that their parent reads them. Okay, oh, okay, that was all the stuff that was like the stuff from the Strangerville mystery. Oh wait, here are all the kids' books. Oh, that's so cute. Now we need to raise this up more. Oh, look at this. Oh, we can add a bunch of these little kids' books here. I've never come across these before. These are, wait. Oh, did I not raise this up enough? Okay, let's try that. Yeah, because I put the book down and it disappeared. There we go. Yeah, I was worried that they were just disappearing when you put them down for some reason. So I just want to add a few more of these in. Yeah, these are so precious. Okay, and then we got Charlotte's Pig. Oh, I see what that's a play on. And actually, let's get rid of the duck over there. And then we can just have the books on this side. Yeah, I think that looks nice. All right, so that's all done. And I'm assuming we're going to need this to decorate this. So we're just going to leave that. So what I'm thinking is up here, we can add some folded clothes. So Lucky Man Folded Laundry. That's another one of those things I memorized the name of. And then we have this stuff from Parenthood, which would be perfect. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snap all the stuff to the surface because I don't really feel like messing around with trying to move it out and all of that. So sometimes it's just a little bit easier to do that than the whole moving it out and rearranging things. So you can go there and then you can go there. We'll just figure out some other stuff to fill it in. That looks good to me. And that works there. What else do we want to add in? Maybe this because it could be kind of like a team poster or team picture from something there, like some sports team they were on in the past. I think that spot is actually good. So we're not going to mess with that. And then we can get this tray of perfumes or whatever it is. And then also this, like maybe it's just more, okay, that's not going to snap right. Something else I do like to add in on top of the dressers a lot is this light here. Okay, so that's going to be annoying and snap. Yeah, we're going to have a whole bunch of stuff to delete. Okay, so that can go there. And I feel like that might be enough. So I want to go, we'll stick with this. And let's see what we have when we delete all of the extra stuff. All right. So I think we're going to have to actually move this. I mean, sometimes like once you get a lot of objects on, it gets easier to do the whole moving it away and shuffling objects because you can kind of, you know, like you have the stuff already there. So you can see better. Okay, so what else do we need in this room? I think the main things we need are just a rug and some wall decorations. And we'll be pretty much done at that point. So since we did remove that one rug, the backyard stuff rug from the living area, I think we could put that in here and find another swatch that'll work in this area a bit better. So what do we have? We do have that one. We could go back to this one. Maybe. I mean, we do have less of this color in here. So we could do that. Or this one. This one does go really well with this rug. We have that. This one doesn't look too bad. And then there is this one if we want to go something a little bit more neutral. I think we can go with this one. Yeah, that's a bit less in your face than this one. Although this, I feel it does go with the vibe, but no, let's stick with this one. Yeah, that one does look a little bit better. Okay, so we got to figure out the wall decorations and then maybe one more thing here for the kid. And then we remember that, so we're all good. Perhaps another kind of toy or activity. But the issue is if we put something too large in there, they're not really going to be able to route through the room very well. Oh, I just realized we also need a laundry basket in this apartment. So I'm thinking that could be the last thing we add in. So yeah, that was here. And then we'll go with this one. And I think that's about all the furniture we really need in here. Could even go with the red. Or this. No, we'll go with that. We do have this painting here, and I'm thinking this will look a little bit better over here than that other one. Yeah, that looks really nice. And then that kind of goes with the primary color scheme of this area. Okay, so that's going to be it for over there. And then we still need to figure out what we're going to do here above the parents' bed. We can have, maybe there's a swatch of this that works. Oh, wait, no, not that one. I was thinking that was the parent, or not that, mixing my packs here. I was thinking that was the city living painting, because I think that is kind of the vibe that we're going for this apartment. So we'll go back up here and then sort by city living to try to find that, because I know, that's not it. Yeah, I know this had some brighter color swatches. Like, not that one, this one, or this one. But I'm not liking something about how that fits into the space. I feel like to fit into this space wall, we need something that's like maybe 2 of these. Yeah, so we use this one on the living room, so we don't want to use that one again. Maybe we can use some more kid-friendly stuff over here. You know, like they wanted to make it, like they wanted to make this room feel fun for their kid. So we could always add that in. I mean, I don't know about that though. So let's actually have that over there just size down, and then we could add some other posters in here, because maybe posters would look better than going with something a little bit more formal. I do like this one, so we could find somewhere in the room to have this, like size it down once and then stick it over here. That is really cute, and I'm just going to go back to trying to find something that's framed to go in this area. I know, oh, we have these. These are kind of pretty. But I'm thinking what might work better is using those paintings that came with cats and dogs. Because there are these ones here that have more of a modern feel to them. So let's see if we can get a couple of these in a swatch that works. Like, this is really cute. So we can have these two together. You know, they do of course look like a matching set. So I think that works. And I don't think we really need too much more here in this room. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much it. So with that, this whole level of the building is complete, and we just have one more level of this building to do before we have one building down, and then we of course have 3 to go. So this Let's Build is going to take a while, but I think it's kind of fun to be doing such a large project with you all, and it's going to be so cool once this whole thing is done. Like, I cannot wait to just see this whole thing as complete build. Although this is probably going to be murder on a lot of computers, but I don't know. That's fine. At least it's fun to work on. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to at least lay out the apartment upstairs and see if we can maybe get some of the basic furnishing done, you know, like kind of figure out what we're going to place where. So as I discussed before, I wanted to make this apartment a spellcaster's apartment. I just thought that'd be something kind of fun to do for this level up here. So we're going to once again have this be the bedroom. And how big did I make that? So I think it was... yeah, it was 4x5 tiles. Okay, so we're just going to go 5 tiles in here and do the same thing. And we don't really need any of this area back here. So I'm just going to wall this off. And then, or maybe it would look better if we actually have that go here. Yeah, I think that works a little bit better. And I don't know, we can have a plant back there or something like that. So we do have this extra space in here with the bedroom. And I'm thinking, since the cauldrons in this game are 2x2 tiles, this would be a really good spot to have the cauldron for this apartment, because we have to have somewhere to fit a cauldron in. And we also need to add the windows to this apartment. So I'm just going to use the same window pattern that I used in this apartment down here. And this is still medium height, but we have to have them a little bit lower down because of this molding up here, or this trim up here. Okay, so you go there. And then we'll just have the same thing back here with that window. And then we'll get that there. Okay, and now it'll look a little bit brighter in here. Wait, is that? Oh, I think that window, yeah, that window is just a little bit smaller. Okay, so we got that down. And let's get the same door here. I think that's a side. Yeah, that's a side. Okay, yeah, this is the one with the room number on it. We'll just go with that to make it a little something a little different. And once again, let's copy this and then bring it up here so I don't have to do, you know, so just so I don't have to do all of the, you know, personally, or the, you know, putting down the basics again. So we'll just get rid of everything that I'm not going to keep. I'm going to keep that, but I'm going to change the color of it, get rid of this. And we'll, of course, change the color of this a little later down the road once we get to this. And I also want to grab the kitchen and do the same thing with that. Yeah, this does make it so much easier. What is this? Okay, that's real annoying. Nope, did not mean to do that. That is really oh, okay, good. Can we just get this back to how it was? Ugh, so annoying. Okay, now we're good. That was real weird. Can we? Okay, so hopefully if we just take this and pull it down. Good. We didn't ruin it. Yeah, okay, we want this wallpaper. So once again, just gonna get rid of all of this stuff that we're going to, actually, I'm gonna keep the paper towel holder and the soap dispenser because, and I'm assuming this, because I know we're gonna use that stuff again, but I'm just gonna change the colors of it and rearrange it slightly. And I'm thinking we're gonna go with a different microwave. So we'll just get rid of all this stuff as well. Okay, and then we'll get rid of these two things. And then we just gotta get the flooring and the wallpaper in. Oh, whoops, that is not the right wallpaper. Yeah, so we just gotta get that stuff in, and then we got the basics down, and we can start on some of the detailing. I don't really feel like getting into the nitty-gritty of the detail with this apartment in this part. So yeah, we're just gonna more so mark the space, just figure out where things are gonna go. So here in the living room, I wanna use the furniture that came with Realm of Magic. So we're just gonna have this couch here, and I don't know if I'm even gonna, yeah, I don't think I'm even gonna figure out the color scheme. what is going on here? Oh, right, I think we need to get some more overhead lights because the lighting is a little wonky. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of place things, and then next time we'll worry about color schemes and details and all of that. And right, we need a door here going into the bedroom. Okay, so we got that, and then we did get a coffee table with Realm of Magic, so I want to use that as well. And I don't know what I'm going to use, because I do want this apartment to have a TV. So I guess we'll do the same thing, like something kind of like what we did with the apartment below, where we just had one of the smaller TVs. So we could just use a coffee table, like one of the ones that are more so supposed to be like this one. I kind of like this. I think this does work well for this kind of a sim. And I don't believe, wait, does this, oh, this does snap to it. I mean, we could have them have a bigger TV, but I'm thinking this kind of TV, or even this one, might be a little bit better. Like, we could use this one. I don't know, kind of, although, I don't know, we could do that. We'll figure out the details later. I know it looks not that great right now. And then over here, we'll do the same thing with having this be a dining room, or the dining area, and maybe I'll go with like this table, and we can have 4 chairs around it, and once again we'll just go with the Realm of Magic ones. So I think I'm gonna go with the simpler ones, because it might be a little bit much if we go using the more ornate one that's here. Okay, yeah, so we'll just have that like that, and then let me see if these, no, I don't think we're gonna use those curtains. What might work a little bit better is the cats and dogs ones, these ones. If I can get it, yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, I think that, I mean, that's still, like, I have found that these curtains go pretty well with the stuff that came with Realm of Magic. Okay, and I mean, just bear in mind that I know this, like, does not look right now, but it'll look better once I add in the details and finalize the color scheme and all of that. So I think that's pretty much it that I'm going to do out here. I guess while we're just changing things, let's go with that color for the shower in there. And then, as I said, I wanted to have the cauldron over here in this little area. I mean, I'm imagining that originally this was intended to be maybe a little nook for your dresser or something like that, but, you know, it also works really well as a perfect space for a cauldron. So this, oh wait, actually it's a little bit bigger than 2x2, but that's fine. I mean, I have found that they're able to use these in cramped spaces pretty well, so it shouldn't be an issue that that's like that. Okay, so we'll have all those there, and then the problem is we can't really fit that in there. So we can use this one. That way we have something there and it kind of matches. And I don't know if this, so we do have the one realm of magic bed, but I don't know if maybe that's a little too much for this room. I mean, it is actually medium wall height in here, so we can actually fit it. So I have that in that spot, and then let me get this. Okay, so we'll scooch this over this way some. And I also wanted to use the dresser that came with this pack, so we can have that there. At least with this bedroom, we're getting a bit of a different layout because they do have more space in here, so we're able to do this. Okay, and then what? All right, so we only had this wall mirror, and then we can use this, or instead of being there, it could be over here. And then we just have a play in this corner over here. Yeah, I think that works. And this can go over here in the bathroom. Yeah, that works a little bit better over there. Okay. And I know I'm also going to want to use this cabinet here above this one. I'm not sure if I really want to do too much more with this apartment in this part, so I think I'm going to leave this part off here, and the next time we'll of course figure out the color schemes for this apartment and finish detailing it, and hopefully we can get this done in the next part. I mean, I've got a good head start with just laying all the furniture down and getting a few of the details started. But yeah, that's going to be it, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and bye!